back still works very well with jumping in, having the combo, getting that CC, being able to just use how much all-in potential you have, especially against something like a Kai'Sa. Even the Rakan is not very tanky.
And I'm just looking at Aragon.
For Isma to get these first Void grubs, but now Jun, he's in a
back again. And he just burnt the flash. I mean, the all-in's going to be great. He gets a knock-up here, but Rahel's got the damage to follow through the Ignite as Razork thinks about going over, but he's on a ward as Niski joins in with that ulti.
You can see them playing human ward here. watching out the cross map on the other side, potentially trying to contest it as a dive comes in topside as well.
Aragon turns into a dive, doesn't it? I know you want to get excited about top lane, but it pauses for the time being. Observers playing towards your strength as Niski just takes a trade with the seismic shove. Humanoid's run out of mana though. Niski doesn't have TP, so as he gets poked down, he's going to stay for the end of this minion wave. Jun closely behind.
Luan here, Arjun here, and the fact you've got
the army.
Oh, he went forward.
He did. He's trying to maybe clear the way, but into the ulti. Razork predicts a slice and dice back. That was clean.
You dash upwards because that's the way Oscar is going to run if he wants to disengage, and you can run him down a long way. But the three-man squad is there. They capitalize. Razork lands the Sejuani ulti like he's been doing all weekend long.
Yeah.
And they punish Irrelevant.
Niski coming in here. He got flashed on top. I'm not sure what he's hoping to achieve. Maybe with Isma, we get that question answered. All in, the Cougar pounces. Luan comes in as well. There's a flash received as Isma gets a smite, gets Oscar Rinnan, and he ain't stopping. I've been criticizing this jungler, but as SK started with it, but looking to contest.
Luan in position, doesn't have the flash. There's going to be a bit awkward. Now the TP coming through from Humanoid. I don't know if you can try and fight this. Niski could teleport in if you really want to contest this SK, but it's so spread out.
Oh, here it comes. The shuffle from behind. He's not on a ward yet.
Starts here. Rahel is just going to run after them. He's already rocket jumped. The spear doesn't connect. The ulti misses from Razork. Niski bypasses as he's got the Weaver's Wall available with a flash. I'm seeing it again. There's good disengage. Jun, that was also very clean. Just like that, Oscar has to stand here and watch his turret go down.
So split out, you have 4 grubs to 2 as the sweep goes in.
The full all on in. The dominance is there. Leap strike out, but the slice and dice follows suit. It's a good counter strike to buy him time, but enough damage there with range indeed. Irrelevant finds the kill and they'll find some extra damage. Now moving with 4 grubs on an inner turret top.
Yeah, it's a grub diff, but on the other side, you're going to get the dragon as well. But regardless, the damage up top side is not going to match the damage down bot side. You're going to get tier 2 up top versus the tier 1 down bot. The gold diff is huge.
You guys wanted to see this move. I think this comp is now moving with a lot of gold. But Humanoid stuck here on the out.
I want to try and overextend for this. You can see where Rahel is, but Humanoid in position as well.
It's a sandwich, and I'm not talking about one of the toasties that I make exceptionally well. The knockback is there, and a good seismic shove. Niski has to flash away, but under turret Razork has taken a bit of a chunk. Half HP as Jun, also at the same health bar, but Fnatic have an extra member. They've got the push on their side.
Yeah, Pig's coming down on Rift Trail now in response. Irrelevant has push as well, so SK, they're going to lose this bot lane tower, but not for free.
You can see Rahel wasn't really sure what he's supposed to be doing there. Left mid, moved over to take red buff. Wasn't sure if she should have come down onto the bottom side to help out, or if he wanted to take red and then move back mid. But at least that mid push that he secured will guarantee this Rift Herald. In theory, Razork a little bit late to the party. We'll have to flash back.
Fnatic, as they pay homage to their old teams, they're going to pay homage to how much they want to close in on SK here in the series. It's a good interrupt, but Luan might be isolated because there's no turret there, and Niski gets flashed on. Oscar Rinnan dodges the wall and just starts walloping. Niski in a lot of trouble. He gets help from his support in the end, and Oscar will not drop down. You can see it's a turret trade, but Fnatic are not stopping. Isma's pouncing away. Razork can tank it through, and even Jun will not care in the end as Rahel has to optimize for the turrets because it went so badly for SK down bot.
It's a nice play down bot side from Fnatic with a TP flank on the bot side. It's extended.
It's not an Oscar might be dead here. Is it an execute?
It's an execute.
I think, yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's enough time, so that's not too bad. It just depends on what happens towards mid because the ulti comes through. Rahel gets dove back in on. Humanoid gets a kill, double TP from SK. We knew these teams were bloody, and they don't disappoint. Irrelevant comes in to claw back some gold over to SK, and chasing down Noah without an ulti seems a bit too hard, especially without the flash available as Jun comes towards mid, but SK off that TP might be able to regain control over mid.
And the thing is, we keep getting fights back to back to back.
Off on the flank, has the ult available, so trying to see if he can get onto. He hasn't been spotted. There's no vision for SK.
No flash, but no problem. Quickness knock up, and there's a knock through. Oscar in and out rolling in, but he's not part of the story. Niski's ult only separates Razork as Noah is just autoing the dragon, but in the meanwhile, Rahel's trying to carry. Irrelevant now joins in, and you're hoping a Renekton can bring the fight back, but it's too late. Razork will drop one down. That's great, but as he runs for his life, Fnatic have taken the third dragon, they've taken the fight, and SK out of all sorts there, being split apart.
Yeah, Fnatic pull the trigger as they run down Irrelevant here. I was looking at Humanoid potentially. I think he should be out here potentially as the move speed from Black Cleaver.
No.
Oh wait, no, he's on the other side of the map.
Oh, big shutdown as well, going over to Noah.
Azir and the Tristana. And Nidalee doesn't fall off as hard as people say, especially since you have that heal and the attack speed buff.
So true.
Time it might be doing so right now.
The setups have been good. Weaver's Wall going to fly through as well. Razork nails the ulti, but onto Irrelevant won't mean too much as Luon goes into his epic cow phase, and Fnatic just trying to whittle him down. For the meantime, the poke is good, but here's the response play. Irrelevant is taking on the world in front of everyone. His dominance helps out, but the heal's not enough. Noah survives as he all in onto Oscarin, and will mean nothing as well. He flashes, he bonks, and he doubles up. Now for Niski, he flashes too, but
It's a long time. But in the end, Rahel doesn't have the damage to take down Oscar, and it's a Fnatic paper play into a Baron.
as we said, you know, the earlier maybe not enough. I think for SK, the adaptation was at least nice to see, but Fnatic macro has been talked about here, how Fnatic have been setting up through, you know, Razork this game from Humanoid as well.
And I think it's really interesting when we look at the game yesterday. We were criticizing Razork for overextending on the Sejuani, not working with Humanoid on this Dalia. This time around it's been great, and Oscar Ernan might have found Niski, and here comes the Sejuani.
He's not having a day of it, is he? I mean, Razork going to fly on top. Oscar's just going to get a free counter-strike, and they are desperate here, SK, as the ulti at least slows down in the AoE. Jun is behind. Quickness comes through. They're going to take a mismatch fight until Humanoid flies on in. He just deletes Rahel, and Fnatic now get to play a front to back. This Crocodile is going back to the zoo. Noah's cleaning house. And man, we had this big discussion over Rahel and Luon, but Noah and Jun were here first.
I think it's...
They don't have a clear plan, and everything they do is in response to try and save a play or panic to try and, you know, TP flank from behind.
I mean, Elder's coming up in 5 minutes. Let's wait for then. I love Elder flips as SK in the choke and trying to find Fnatic with the ult from Razork slows it down. I think this could be terrible. Oscar Renan on a flank. He's got Counter-Strike. The Niski ult comes out, but Fnatic will do it better here. A seismic shove back. Noah's now joined in. Remember, SK had numbers there. They're running forward, and they are feeling the Warriors' bloodlust like it's Season 10. Rahel runs back with nowhere to go, and Fnatic have showed up massive in the second round.
Found the 2-0 to push them to our upper bracket semi-finals.
Fnatic, they cover off the only play that SK have, which is to send a bunch of numbers down bot side, try and make a pick, because at this point, Oscar and raid boss, they need all 5. And now Fnatic looking to end this game.
It's just crazy. This series doesn't look close. There's been some moments, sure, in this game, in the early game. It was competitive from SK, but it has just felt like it's Fnatic's world. Medic would say, I feel like we're living in it. Dagda already told you that move to the B.
Fnatic are approaching once more, and even if this doesn't work, it's a minute until Baron, and there's very little that SK can do except try and save their own base.
It's a defense from SK. Remember, they're not out. They'll go into the lower bracket, but for Fnatic, a clean 2-0 on the cards. All it takes is a final push. Triple inhibitor down. Oscar in dealing with bot, and the dive from Jun underneath turret. The flip back, irrelevant. Meant to be one of the tankiest units in the game for SK, but no longer. Noah flies through, and they're picking apart the pieces. SK are distraught. They're sent back, but Fnatic have got a date with their destiny. Yeah, they're already in season finals, we know, but they want to go further. The road to the championship. Fnatic